Hello, Virgo, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. This is your May Horoscope from me, Kim, at Expressions of the Universe. And we have a full moon on May 7th in Scorpio. It will be highlighting Virgo, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. Fourth house, which is your home, your nest, the family. The new moon on May 22nd in Gemini will be in your first house. So that will be all about the self, your self-image, the face that you put out into the world. And I am interested to see how the cards will align with that. So yeah, with the full moon coming up, you want to focus on things that have to do with your nest, with your home, whether it's location or the actual physical building in which you reside, sprucing that up, getting things in order. And then with the new moon, you're going to want to focus a lot on yourself. I know that the Virgos, they put a lot out there for others. But now it's coming into the time where you really have to start to put yourself first and put that best foot forward. All right, so I've pre-shuffled the majority of these cards just to save time. Let's do a little bit of a shuffle here, and we'll see what the planets and the signs have to say. I have a ton of cards picked for, variety, so to speak. All right, let me just cut these. We will lay them out. Okay, so we have Saturn, the truth, that is coming up. This is interesting because with Pluto being retrograde, it's putting a big highlight on transformations and changes. For Virgos, Saturn is going to be conjoining it as that will be going retrograde. So this is about you finding out what is your truth, what is the truth, so to speak. I know with how analytical Virgos can be, you need to find out what is going on. You just don't want to beat around the bush. You need the truth. You want it spelled out. And I love this card because it looks so artsy. So many different colors in the palette. Shh. The underlying card is the fourth house. How about that? That's really interesting. And I love when I'm doing the astrology and then I pull the cards and it matches up. So this is talking about your roots, your ancestors, obviously the family. But this is even going back to, sorry. This is going back, this truth, what it is that you're trying to find out and get an answer to, goes back through ancestral bloodline. It also goes back through past lives, such as, we bring into this life the wounds of our families from the past. Sorry. Shh. Please, Miss Bailey. Please, puppy. You have to be quiet. Kimmy's working. I'm sorry. Shh. This is bringing in your ancestral line. So you are in need to heal that ancestral line, those wounds, those pains. And I think that will get to the bottom of what you are looking for to be answered. All right, void of course moon, it says missing. So this is telling me that there's something emotional there. This is in between the places, like 1 foot here, 1 foot there. And there is something that you are missing. There's a key component in your quest or question, I should say, that you're just not quite grasping because it's laying in between these two different places, and it's in the void, in that middle place. This is interesting. All right, so then we have Taurus, I have. And this is telling me big focus, especially for the month of May up until the new moon in Gemini. You need to find out these answers by this time. This will greatly affect your values and what it is you're manifesting, your prosperity. It's putting a hindrance on that. So yeah, you do really need to get to the bottom of things and stop playing around, stop dilly-dallying up in here. You know what? And I'm also hearing you may have to go somewhere else for the answer, if that makes sense to the Virgo sun signs, rising signs, and moons. Request referrals because you're not getting the answers that you need. All right, let me just cut these. We'll see how these blend in. Can't pick them up. Okay, so on top of the Saturn card, we have Chiron, and so that's really what I was saying. When it comes to the truth, this is about past life wounds that you need to get to the bottom of, and it's often like emotionally triggered a lot of times. So it's hard to pinpoint, like, where is this lying within me? What is causing this? Because it's something emotional that's actually causing ailments, I'm hearing, or some sort of discord. On top of the fourth house, interesting, we have the fifth house. So this is telling me that you need to bring more play and more romance into your home. That's what I'm hearing right away. This is about the pleasures in life, bringing more of that into your home, mixing things up, making things fresh, especially when it comes to relationships. So on top of the void, of course, moon card, the missing card, it's the second house. And this is about your money and your values. This is definitely related to Taurus because Taurus rules the second house. So this is opposite of that. So I'm thinking, you know, past life, it could have had to have done with money, with property. It could be affecting you in this life. And that's where these triggers are coming from, because if your finances have been affected, especially with the tender moments that in which we're living in, this is churning up these past life wounds for you. And then on top of the Taurus house, interesting, we have the Saturn card. So this is about rules. This is about time, timelines. This is also the part of you that will accept challenges of greater wisdom. This is also saying to me there's a little bit of karmic lesson in what it is you are going through. Okay. Since I cut those cards, so we have the Father of Swords. This would be a male air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra possibly, or somebody with those qualities. And there's it's right on top of the Chiron and Saturn card. The sword being sharp words, things that got cut off. Whether it's this life or a past life, this is part of what is affecting you. All right, so interesting. On top of the fourth house, fifth house, we have the Death card, and it doesn't mean death. It means change needs to happen. Change has happened. Don't worry, because it's like you're in a dormant season right now. Things will transform and be reborn. You're kind of in a winter phase right now, and you're waiting for the spring to happen, but happen it will. Now on top of the second house and the void of moon card, interesting, it's the Nine of Cups, but it's symbolized by this moon and the cycles around the moon. Nine of Cups is a great card, and it talks about prosperity, and it talks about abundance. It talks about our wishes. And with this being in this position, I'm feeling that wishes were not fulfilled. However, we can turn that around and fulfill those wishes. The Nine of Cups is one of the best cards in any tarot deck. On top of the Taurus and Saturn card, we have the Seven of Swords. This is saying, please watch out for people that do not have your best interest. Be careful of something valuable being taken from you, something that you have, something that you own. And it doesn't even have to be tangible material things. It's something that you value. Be careful of who you put your trust in. You may need to lock your doors. You just make sure you know where your purse and your wallet are and your car keys. Don't keep things unlocked because somebody will be compromising something that you have. All right, so just looking to make sure that I hit those up. Your crystal card, interesting, and I love this for the Virgos. It's turquoise and it represents wholeness. And I really feel that with the cards that you got, this is about you finding the truth so that you can feel whole again, put yourselves back together again. This is, in part about the home and the self, but what does Virgo rule? It rules our daily routines, the details, and our health. So this is about you bringing yourself back together again so that everything else can flow beautifully in your life. Your animal totem card, I love this. It's Grasshopper Spirit, and it's telling you it's time to take a leap of faith. Just do it. If there's been something, like in the back of your mind that you've been wanting to do for a while, you've just been contemplating, now's the time to do it. Now's the perfect time for us to reinvent ourselves when the world is changing so much and so rapidly. What are you waiting for? That's what I'm hearing. All right, your happy card says it's time for a nap, but it's in reverse position. So this is saying don't fall asleep on your laurels. Don't, put your money down on your laurels. There's still work ahead for you to do, and you need to get to it. This is not a time to really take a respite, unfortunately, Virgos. Your shaman card, it's fire, and this is about creativity. This is about getting things done, get moving and grooving. Now is the time where the creative fires are going to start exploding for you guys if you keep yourselves in motion. Your angel card, and I love this. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's curiosity. Maybe you could see it if you pause your screen. And this is just telling you to remain curious, explore the wonders in life, get outside of your little box, get outside of your homes. I know a lot of us are under quarantine, but that doesn't mean that you can't get in your car and take a ride and, just go and see what's going on outside. Curiosity keeps us alive, interested, and interesting. So I love that. Then we have the Ghostlands. This is talking about going into the places that have already happened, have already existed. These are unproductive places. Get your mind, your monkey mind, out of those places of the past, out of the places of doubt, self-doubt. You don't need to dwell there any longer. However, in correlation with your cards, you want to, just take a pop in and revisit maybe, some sort of a little meditation or something to try and tap into the truth of what it is you're trying to find out. And your final card, I love it. It's the mystery. And this is saying we don't have to know everything right now, right here and now. Sometimes having the mystery or the unknown is more exciting and more fun. So just let things unfold the way that they're going to unfold, Virgos, and it'll all work out okay. So that's all I have for you for the month of May. You know, if you like this video, please share it with your friends. Comment me, give me some thumbs up, thumbs down. If you hated it, let me know. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, and my website at expressionsoftheuniverse.com. If you are not subscribed, please go ahead and hit my head right now. Click the bell so you get notifications when I put out new videos. And I'll see you in June.